close your eyes and take some deep breaths. In through the nose, hold for a few seconds, and out through the mouth, and relax. Relax peacefully within, knowing that you are safe and nothing can hurt you. The rattle of life, the rattle of healing, as it slows down, and it is slowing down. Take a deep breath in and listen to the rattle, slowing down as the heartbeat slows. So this is slowing, and taking these breaths in, relax. Slowing down. And I want you to focus on a doorway that means much to you, but not so much to anybody else. Is it a doorway from your childhood or a doorway in general? This doorway is your doorway to the other side, to the realms of where you may enter once you've left your body in death. You will find that you don't mind where you are, for you are in this other realm now. You're at that doorway. You need to push that doorway open. So find the handle. The door opens. There is a cold draft. And the cold draft is all over you. And at first it makes you feel scared. But all of a sudden you see other people. And they're all walking past you and taking no notice of you. You look at them and ask them questions. Who are you? Where are you going? To which they ignore you and they just keep walking. You look around and see the surroundings. Is this what death is really like? It's bare and it's like a miserable day. And you walk and there is this pathway. You stop in your tracks and you say to the gods, what is this? Is this all I have to look forward to after a whole lifetime of things that have happened to me? You hear a faint voice which says, listen and learn. Listen and learn. You notice there is a spark of light in the distance, but you're not going there, guys. You're not going there. You're going to take a seat. You will find a seat as you come along the path, because you are cold and you are not in the right state physically, mentally to be doing this. So when you see the seat, you will take it and you will sit down, because I want you in this receptive state of mind to understand what death is and what rebirth is. So take a seat when you see the seat. Okay, so you see your seat and you sit. And as you sit there, you watch these people aimlessly walking past. A voice of one of the gods comes out and speaks and says, this is people who have not been enlightened, who have no understanding of the spiritual side of life. They only know their lives, the way they lived, the people they knew, the money they earned and the deeds they did. They're going to learn now about the spiritual side, but it's not going to be easy for them, for they have been trained through their lives to just accept things and not to query them and not to study them or look into them. You might say to them, well, why has this happened? It's called free will, and you will find it in all the teachings around the world that we have free will of choice and we can make our own choices. At this you say, so is it better to be enlightened before death or after? The gods won't answer this because this is your path. You see in front of you spirit people that are there to aid them, but also the three Norns are sitting by the tree of Yggdrasil, the roots, and they are busy there with their threads of life, and they look up at you and stare. You then say, why am I here? Death comes for all. It is just the leaving of the body and becoming a different particle of the universe. Your belief systems will take you where you need to be. As a tree goes into hibernation, as a flower passes away, so it is reborn again. The stories of the gods has always got rebirth in it. Jesus will come back. There are others that will come back. King Arthur will come back. Everything is told to the human race as there's always hope and you will come back. And so to this we will address. You are in a body on the earth and you are here to learn your lessons and to be as happy as you can and to give what you've come to give. It is your path. And so once the body has given up and you have to leave it, you haven't stopped being who you are. Your spirits are still within you. And so you find refuge, a place where you can sleep and maybe find out what you need to be doing next. And that is how we see it. Of course, many religions teach different things. There is the Summerlands, there is heaven, there is all sorts of places where people go or think they're going when they pass. And it is not for me to tell you who and what and where you will be going and who you are. But at the end of the day, the circle of life is never ending. It's always there, living its lives through and through. And we can remember what we've achieved and what we've done. But then it's time to move forwards and move on. The spirit is always busy. The spirits in Norse are always busy. They've always got reminders. And this is what you're here to learn about today. That death is not to be feared. And coming back or reliving or doing what your purpose is to be looked to as a new journey, a new way of looking at things. You watch these people walking past, but then you see one who stops and looks at you, and there is a glimmer. There's a glimmer of a flame of understanding. And without words, this person nods at you as if to say, I know, I understand. Death is not the end. Life goes on. And to remember, and to give, and to love, and to be is all that's required. So now it's your time to come back. Come back to the warmth. Come back to who you are at the moment. To where you stand at the moment, but with an open mind and maybe time to research and try to work on it so that you will be prepared when it is your turn, or for others that are going through it. So with blessings from the gods and blessings from the realms of the dead, the understanding, the flame of life, you come back to the warmth, come back to the light, come back through the door, back to where you were sitting. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, guys. There's more to death and rebirth. I hope you enjoyed it. When you get a moment, eat and drink something, because you are going to need to ground.